Hello, Varshil here and welcome to a new video. Some new fish have arrived. Let's unbox them. Hello, Varshil here and welcome to a new video. So these are some new fish I got just few minutes ago from a new pet store which I recently visited. But yeah, these are some really special fish that are really underrated. In total, I got 9 fish and 4 invertebrates. So yeah, this is going to be exciting. This the light went out. Wi-Fi switches, they're a lifesaver. Sorry, I have all my aquarium set on to timers. But anyway, let's unbox these fish. So the first fish I got are 8 Denisoni barbs, also known as Denison's barbs. These are a really interesting species of fish. They are going in the upcoming 250-gallon planted tank. That tank, if you missed last week's video, it's going to be a huge tank which these tanks will go into different locations. But yeah, it's going to be a huge tank covering this entire wall. And yeah, these are some of the fish I had planned for them, but not really. I wanted South American cichlids like my Oscar for this tank. That's Oscar, that's Leo, my turtle, and that's Pleco back. But all these fish were going inside that tank, and I wanted more South American cichlids. But in this new pet store I visited, well, these fish were in stock for a pretty reasonable price, and I just had to have them. These are really interesting fish. They're part of the barb family, but they're actually native to where I live, so that's going to make it really interesting. They're also endangered, so I will eventually try to breed them. Currently, they're a bit too small to live with Oscar, but there will be a grow-out tank for them. Can't wait for that. And after that, the second fish, which is the main topic of today's video, what I believe is the world's most underrated aquarium fish. I'm not sure if you can see that guy. He's moving. This is the neon goby. So he was pretty expensive. This fish is less than an inch, but I researched this fish and it's a really interesting behavior. They're found in both freshwater and brackish waters. Brackish is the middle between fresh and salt water, so mixture of fresh water and salt water. So if you are into saltwater aquariums, well, saltwater aquariums have gobies, but these are just the freshwater gobies. This is just a juvenile. It will grow much more, but it's so cute, and that's only half of the reason I got it. The other half is its patterns, its swimming patterns, and well, the habitat it comes from and the way it acts. I'll show you that later in the video. I can't show that best there. Then after that, I got some assassin snails. These they're outside water. They do that sometimes, but yeah, these will just help me clear up all these snails. I've been trying to, well, fix this problem of so many snails. You can see this snail trap, but that's not working. I already have 2 assassin snails in here, but I decided to get 4 more. I'll be floating them up sometime. The outer package is a bit wet, and I don't want any of the water coming from this bag into that. So these will go here. Some other things, not fish, but some other plants I got. This is for my 200-gallon tissue culture plants. They're really good. I just buy tissue culture for the quantity, but they're Hygrophina penantifida. Don't try to pronounce that. I don't think I pronounced that correct, but it's a really interesting plant. It looks disgusting in this cup, but I'll be putting this inside this plant storage tank. If you're not familiar or haven't watched my videos in a while, well, I converted my 5-gallon plant tank into just a plant storage tank for my 200-gallon, just because I needed somewhere. I got some floating plants and all. I'm going to be rescaping that once the 200-gallon is done. That's going to be amazing. And I got one Echinodorus Amazon sword. This is a baby. It will get much bigger. So yeah. So where am I going to be putting all these fish? Well, the snails are going in there. They're going to be floated and inside this tank. But all the fish, I don't want them interacting with any of my aquariums, because, well, they might have a lot of diseases. That's why they're going into a quarantine tank. Problem is that I don't really have a quarantine tank, so I made a DIY thing. That's a 5-gallon bucket with a cycled sponge filter inside. This is going to be a quarantine bucket, so all those fish are going inside there. So let's float them. So yeah, it's really important to quarantine your fish. As much as I would love it, as I just do a quick visual inspection, all those fish look healthy and I put them inside the tank. No, that is a bad idea. I have done that before. It works majority of the time, but there's a chance you get some disease or something like ick or a parasite which can kill your entire fish tank. So for the safety of these fish and my personal fish that I have had for years, I'm not going to be mixing any of these up. Quarantine. So it's been 1 week since I filmed all that footage. As you can see, now the room color is, well, a really dark shade of blue, and yeah, I really like it. There's one thing I want to show you though. This stand, that is for my, well, 200-gallon, and as you can see, it's huge. The footprint is the same. It will be 2 feet tall, up like that high, and yeah, that's something I'm really excited for. It's being painted black right now, and yeah, it will look much better once it's painted, and once I'll show you once it's done. But I hope you like this video. Let me show you a few things before I end the video. So I have all my tanks which are not inside the fish room because of the renovations happening. I can't wait for the 200-gallon tank, but I have all these tanks right here. This is my plant holding tank. with a lot of shrimp and a few guppies. This is the aquascape, nature style aquascape I did. It currently looks horrible. And yeah, these are what we unboxed last week. Uh, as you can see, the Rosaline barbs or Denisoni barbs, they are looking really amazing. Well, they can't live inside this tank or bucket forever. I plan to add them to that tank, and yeah. And if you spotted that right there, uh, let me try and get a better. Yeah, that moving thing in the front, that's the goby we got 1 week ago. The goby has been doing really great and has been putting on a bit of weight. That's really good. uh, After some time I'll be upgrading the goby to a 7-gallon cube tank. Suggest some aquascapes or something which the goby won't destroy in the comments below. Yeah, so that was today's video. It was a slight update on anything, and yeah, these new fish, I'm really excited for them, and yeah, can't wait for their quarantine process to get over. And the 200-gallon tank is coming really soon. This video is just a setup video, but I'll be doing a whole series on it. That's going to be really fun. So if you don't want to miss out, well, subscribe to this channel and like and share this video, all the YouTube standard things, and peace out.